Hey guys, today I'm going to be unboxing the Apple Watch Series 1. The version I've got here is the 42mm version in space grey. I went for the 42mm version purely and simply because the 38mm version is too small when it sits on the wrist. Certainly for me, I've always been used to a bigger watch, and the 38mm version is just too small and fiddly. This is a better fit. Also, the other 2 points that distinguish this from the Series 2 being the water resistancy. It's water resistant to 50 meters as Series 2 is, and that sounded great when it was announced. However, you can't use it for scuba diving, you can only use it for swimming. So really it wouldn't benefit me because I don't do an awful lot of swimming. The GPS built into the watch on the Series 2 again isn't a deal breaker because no matter where I go my phone goes, so that isn't a deal breaker. So the Series 1 is a better fit for me. Also saves me £100 as well, so that's always good. So, without further ado, let's get this bad boy open and see what it's all about. Okay. Aha, there we go. I just love the way Apple products are wrapped. Out you come. Okay, so let's have a look. Pull here. And we have the instructions and other bits, but this is the main instruction, the Apple Watch itself. What a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of kit. So pull here. Wow, you are very nice. Very nice. It's Apple Watch Series 1 42mm. There's nothing like opening something that Apple's made. Just so gorgeous. So that is a nice piece of kit. So of course the Series 1 only comes in aluminium, and you've got the sport strap. See how that sits on my wrist. That sits perfectly actually. So, what else do we have here? So let's open this. Firstly we have some basic info about the watch. Warranty. Here we go with the more important bits. So you've got the smaller strap here. As you see, you get the longer strap actually on the watch itself. So the smaller strap, so I need to make sure that I do not throw that away. And the charger should be in here. So if we lift this and pull, and that should come out just like that. So with the Series 1 you don't get the brick charging adapter like you do on the Series 2, which again isn't a problem because I have tons of them and they always last forever. So I must have 3, 4 or 5 charging bricks. A decent length of cable. I will certainly reach down to the power adapter so that I can charge that up. Anything else in here? No, just the extra strap. No, that is all we have. So, awesome. So now let's try and set this thing up. So here's my iPhone, and turn this on. Watch app on. Okay, Bluetooth on. Stop. Hold Apple Watch up to camera and align with viewfinder. Okay, maybe we need to wait until it's actually powered up. So while that's powering up, let's just check it on my wrist and see if we need a shorter strap or if this one is okay. No, I don't want to be for German. So, English. Choose region. I need to look for United Kingdom. Everything is very smooth on these, I've noticed, and I've only literally played with it for a few seconds. T U United Kingdom. So I went for the space grey because it was a toss up really between this one and the white one. However, I always get the space grey phone, so it was literally just a case of they matched. Not a deal breaker, but it's nice when things do match. Okay, so open the app to start pairing. So if I hit start pairing there, and hold that up to there. The Apple Watch is paired. That was very quick. Quicker than I was expecting. Awesome. So now it's telling me 42mm aluminium. Set up Apple Watch. Which wrist do you wear the watch on? Well, I wear the watch on my left. Agree to all terms and conditions. Verifying Apple ID. Thinking about it. So yeah, the Apple Watch, it's an item that I've been thinking about for about 18 months, 19 months since the original one was released, and what really pushed me over the edge to go for it now was my Omega, which I've had for many years, and it's a watch that I absolutely adore. The battery died on it, which in itself isn't a big problem. However, when I took it to the jewellers, it has to go back to Switzerland to the Omega factory, and they told me it's going to be 12 weeks to 3 months for them to replace the battery and make sure that it's still water resistant. So while it's away, needed a watch. These are awesome. It's something I've been thinking about for a long time, so I thought, hey, why not? And 3 months is a good amount of time to get to grips with it and see if I really like it, because I will be using it constantly for a minimum of 3 months, if not longer. So, create passcode. You want to unlock Watch with your iPhone? Yeah, why not? So yeah, I may get a couple of extra bands for it and customise it a little bit, but the way I pretty much see this is I'll use it as is, and I can see how I like it. I'll do an update to this video, maybe after I've used it for maybe 2 or 3 months, and let you all know how I'm getting on with it. So I've got big hopes, but I'm not getting ahead of myself. I am aware that essentially, yes, it's a smartwatch, but it is still a watch. But we'll see how I get on with some of the features. So this is just about setup, guys. It'll be going on my wrist shortly. So thank you very much for watching, guys. This is the Apple Watch Series 1. Cracking looking piece of kit, and I will see you next time. Please hit that like button, and while you're here, please subscribe so I can give you more videos of future unboxings, vlogs and other things. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all later. Bye.